writes Stuart Broad's scripts? Turns out the man himself writes them. Another incredible Ashes has just finished 2-2 with Stuart Broad signing off with the final 2 wickets of his Test career, his 603rd and his 604th, that of Alex Carey, nicking off to complete a 49-run win in a sensational final Test at the Oval. It wasn't all Broad all the way. In fact, for much of the day, England did look as though they were well behind the game. Australia carried on in their attacking groove, having lost early wickets in the morning, and it was only when Chris Woakes entered the attack in conjunction with Moeen Ali, his busted groin notwithstanding, that they turned the game on its head. They did so using the ball that got changed yesterday afternoon. They picked up 3 early wickets in the morning, but then the Woakes and Ali mowed their way through the middle order, 5 wickets falling in the space of 30 runs that really ripped the game wide open and ripped in England's direction. It wasn't as simple as that, closing it out. The ball carried on talking for Broad when he came on with the crowd completely behind him. But Todd Murphy in particular showed his techers to resist once again and make it really hard for England to get over the line. But they did so in the end. In the process, they ensured that they will finish with the moral high, if you can call it that. Everyone else seems to be calling it that, of squaring the series 2-2. They won't, of course, save the Ashes. Those drowned at Old Trafford last week. But Australia, once again, have been denied their ultimate quest of winning the Ashes in England, first time since 2001. They'll have to wait another 4 years for a shot at it. They won't, of course, have Broad to face then. They won't have Moeen Ali, who presumably is returning into retirement, having been coaxed out by the lure of Bazball. They probably won't have Woakes, who's 34. They won't have James Anderson, who barely bowled a ball. And in fact, he only 4 overs on this final day. And once again, looked England's least threatening option. Australia battled hard. It was once again Steve Smith was the mainstay of their resistance, but when he fell for a well-crafted 50, the gates were wide open, and it was helped, in fact, by a lengthy afternoon downpour, 2 hours taken out of the game, which probably tilted the balance back in England's favour in terms of a runs-wickets equation. Australia perhaps might have preferred not to have to push so hard in their quest for what would seem to have been an attainable 150-run target as the afternoon session resumed. But it's been a great Ashes, and it seems a shame that it's ending before we even get into August.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content plus live streaming, make sure to subscribe to ESPN Player.